What is going on, everybody? So today, guys, we are going to be diving into 16.1. That is the new patch that just went live. And I'll tell you guys, I'm a little upset on one thing in particular because I spent time, I spent resources, and it didn't turn out the way it should have. Because before this patch, I was God rolled. After this patch, you guys will see in a second. So let's get into everything that they did change in this update. So you might notice the shrapnel trap did get changed in PvP. If you look at the damage, it's 875,000, and that's out of PvP. In PvP damage, look, only 2,000. So this was a temporary solution. They decided to significantly reduce the shrapnel trap efficiency in PvP to dissuade players from using it. So only 2,000 damage, pretty much it's worthless in PvP. So that is a big change that they did in this update that is finally live. Now they fixed the issue where premium credits were being spent instead of textiles when buying from the in-game store. If you haven't reported this to Ubisoft support so you get your money back, make sure you guys do. They did fix that. They fixed the issue where they add and remove options would appear when attempting to buy items more expensive in the premium credits balance. So just so you guys know, they did make some changes here. Obviously, if you did end up using premium credits and you notice that, well, make sure you contact Ubisoft support and let them know how many credits you used. And obviously they can probably like go back, look at your account and see what was happening there. Tidal Basin Stronghold, at the very end, they reduced the HP to Tidal Basin Legendary Stronghold boss weak points. So at the very end, the boss that you fight, they did reduce the weak points. So there you guys go. They changed that a little bit. They finally fixed the issue with my favorite weapon, the Kingbreaker. It now shows assault rifle damage. So this bad boy is back. Yes, I do have him, so I'm very excited like that. And even my other FAMAS, my FAMAS also showed rifle damage. So I'm a little happy that at least all of my weapons are now showing assault rifle damage and weapon damage, and that was fixed in this patch. Now, I have a big issue with this one right here. They fixed the issue with the closer and the Uzina chest piece missing an attribute roll. Now, why I'm very upset with this is because look at this closer chest piece. When I got this closer chest piece, it was literally God rolled. It had crit chance maxed out, it had crit damage maxed out, and it had, I put an armor roll and I optimized it, right? So I never had to re-roll it. Now, when I got it back, the crit damage wasn't maxed out and the status effects isn't crit chance. Luckily, I never rolled this, so now I can, but that really upsets me because I never really wanted to have to roll this until I needed to. If I wanted to make this a weapon damage roll, I could always do that. But now I've already spent expertise 15 on this, right? So that means I put exotics into this. And it even gets worse. Like if we go look, we're gonna go look at this real quick. Let's take a look at this closer chest piece. This was my all red one. I had crit damage, crit chance, and then I rolled weapon damage on there because it always rolls blue. So I had a God rolled, and luckily I didn't spend any exotics on this, but still, like this chest piece is pretty much over for me. Now I have to go find another one, spend the materials. This is happening to so many people. I've been seeing this in the forums, I've been seeing this on Reddit, I've been seeing this all over the place, and it's just unacceptable. Like, if this was going to happen and they knew it, well then you needed to compensate the players for the time that they spent farming for this and the materials that they used. And they've done it before. They've given people those caches that inside of them had a lot of materials. They also had 100 exotic components. They could at least give us one of those so that way it could compensate. Like, hey, look, we know that some of your chest pieces might not have the rolls that you had, but here is compensation. No, they wait for everybody to get upset about it. No, they're gonna be mad about it. There's no compensation currently. And then now they'll probably go back and be like, hey guys, we know we messed up. Here's the cash, make up for it. Now you can go re-roll those items. And that's what really upsets me because a lot of time and effort was put into farming these, and sometimes you don't get the exact rolls you want, right? You don't get those crit chance, crit damage rolls. You spend time over and over, and it's a named chest piece. It's not one that you can just go craft. So for me, I'm a little upset that now this chest piece is pretty much worthless for me on my all red build, and now I have to go find another one and spend those materials. And now I'm pretty much, if I want to keep this closer chest piece, I'm gonna have to roll that status effects off. I'm gonna have to use, when I had a God roll one that already had crit chance, crit damage, and now I have to re-roll it optimize it, spend more materials, and it's still not going to be the same because now I have to actually roll something on it that I was saving, so if another build came up, I could always change that. And that's what I'm a little upset about, and I think a lot of you guys are probably feeling the same way that I'm feeling. This is just not acceptable. So hopefully they figure this out, and hopefully we can see what they're going to do with this. They also updated the name holster. If you notice, now it has the 15% weapon damage roll, it has a attribute roll, and then it has an armor roll. Now I will tell you, you're unable to roll that armor roll for anything, even if you have a fresh holster. So what we're gonna do is, let's head over here real quick. We're gonna go recalibration station. We're gonna go here and we're gonna pick one of the rolls of the new set, which I'm not sure if this is working as intended, but I will tell you, I don't think this is. So if we click on it, you're only able to roll armor and skill tier. You're not able to roll another 15% weapon damage on there. So what is going on? We've never been able to not roll anything in our core attribute if it's an available slot. So I don't know if this is a bug, which I think it is, because you should be able to, but as of right now, you can only roll armor on this and you can only roll skill tier. You cannot roll weapon damage. So something that I think needs to be looked at. And they finally updated the new Striker chest piece. If you notice, Striker's Gamble did change. Weapon hits increased total weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up to 100 times. 1 stack loss per second between 0 and 50 stacks. 2 stacks lost between 50 and 100. And then press the advantage. You go from 100 to 200 stacks, and it's only 3 stacks lost per second from 100 to 200. So that's going to be a pretty nice chest piece to run on your Striker pieces. Now, another thing they said they fixed is the Umbra initiative set. So this set right here, you're supposed to be able to change stuff to it, like dye it, appearance, but it's not allowing you to do anything, right? Like I can put in a mod on there, but that's it. That's all I can do with it. So they definitely need to fix this. Something's bugged with that. Not only that, say if I use another mask, right? Say if I want to use a Grupo Somara mask, right? Like, and I want to use that appearance slot. Also, that mask is not available for me to select to put on here, right? So I can't use it with the new apparel set that you get from this season. And that's where it looks really good. So just like the Heartbreaker, where you're able to use that and use that with the Heartbreaker full set, it looks really cool, right? That's how the new set looks, but you can't even do that. So they said they fixed that, they didn't. So hopefully they take care of that. They also fixed the expertise tab having 2 busy little bees. So you should only have 1 here, and you should actually have the actual symbol for busy little bee. So this is the one that if you haven't leveled it up, I know some of you were probably leveling up the wrong one. Like I leveled the other one up to 4, and now this one is less than 4, and I got no compensation for it. So another thing that's messed up here, where's the compensation for the stuff that wasn't our fault, right? So a little upset on what's going on with all of this. Now I gotta level this one up. I think I had this one up to 4. Now this one is less than, it's not even 1. So another thing that they messed up that I hope they fix, because it's not acceptable. So a lot of you guys were asking about the signature weapon. Well, they adjusted it. Now you can turn it on and off. So if we go here, you go on, you can now see it. Yep, it's right there. And now if we go back and we hit off, it's no longer there. So you have the option to have it on or off now, and it does work. So they did fix that. That was a big issue. And then they just fixed a bunch of different issues that were visually in the UI, right? If you notice, if you guys remember, this whole season 10 track was all stretched. They definitely fixed that. It looks a lot better now. It was looking kind of weird. I was wondering what happened to it. I thought it was just bugged. Obviously it was. They also fixed something that you guys might notice. Look what I have on me. Let me show you guys real quick. If you notice, we have the Carbine 7. Before, you couldn't even use that, right? You couldn't use any of the skins. So they fixed it. Yeah, the Carbine 7, the 2 new skins you get. This one's actually really nice. Look at the detail in this one. So they did that. And then if you go, they also fixed the other one too. So the ones that you weren't able to use, now you can use, guys. So that's pretty cool. That I do like that they did go back and fix some of the issues. There's still a lot of issues going on with. It's just unacceptable that if you made an issue with something that you know a lot of people are using, like the closer chest piece, and you knew the chances of you getting the same rollback weren't there, then compensate the players, right? It's that simple. Compensate the players for mistakes you've done. And that's my biggest gripe right now. And I'm just kind of upset. And I'm upset for me. I'm upset for you guys. And especially since this is a set that I use and I have a bunch of these closer chess pieces. Now I'm going to have to go back and then see what I'm going to do. This one will be fine. But I'm still upset that I even have to roll it. I didn't want to have to roll it. It was God rolls from the start. All I did was optimize the armor piece because I didn't want to roll it because I wanted to have the option at any given time to re-roll it. So hopefully this can be fixed. Hopefully they can fix all of this. I'm just a little upset with what's going on with the division, guys. Hopefully they can get this all taken care of. But hey, you guys got to compensate us 100%. Like, it's unacceptable on a lot of things that are going on. And I feel for people who don't have multiple closer chess pieces, and say you level this up to 20 and now the only roll you can roll, you have to keep that armor region like this piece right here. Say if this was 20 and this was maxed out, I would be livid right now. And I feel for a lot of you guys. Hopefully they can take care of this. But that's my gripe for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, Nothing But Skills out.